Hey, this is Ron from Rip the Lip. We're here at Boomsdorf County Fair Speedway with the driver number 35, Mike Mahaney. How are we doing today?
Great, how are you?
Pretty darn good. I'm really excited to be out here, and it's a great day for racing. What are your thoughts about this track? We've only raced here a few times, so what are the expectations for tonight?
Well, the last time we were here, it was pretty cool because nobody had been here, and I thought the track was pretty racy. We had fun. Went forward in the feature from where we drew. I think we got to third or second, and it rained, so we didn't really get to finish the feature. And I think we got some of that coming at like 11 o'clock tonight. So I think we got to rush through the show, and hopefully we get it in and get the whole feature, and maybe we can get a couple more spots if we're as good as we were last year. But you know, every time is different, and I know they just put a surface on it, and we watched the late models looked a little different, so we'll see what we get.
Yeah, hopefully the rain holds off just long enough. Now, this year you kind of have a little bit slower start than normal. I know you've been struggling a little bit toward the beginning, but now you're starting to, get in your groove, and you got to win at Albany Saratoga. How are you able to adjust to having a slower start than normal and not having the speed that you normally do, and then kind of working it week by week and just evolving?
Well, it's a combination of a lot of different things. I mean, your equipment kind of controls what happens to you in racing, and you can work on it, but sometimes you're just digging and not getting anywhere. And it seems like kind of that's where we were at with our cars and our engines, and eventually it finally come around. We kept digging and kept racing, and things weren't getting any better, and finally we took a couple nights off from racing, and things kind of caught up. We got some engines back. We got our cars a little better. Our suspension program, everything's kind of just going a little better than it was. And big thanks to everybody that supplies us with parts and things like that, because that's what it kind of comes down to. Like in other sports, you practice and you work out and try to get better that way. And in racing, it's like you can't get better unless you get a new crankshaft or a new camshaft or new axles or new shocks or springs or it's all stuff like that. And as a driver, I'm fortunate I get to race a lot, so I get to practice that way. But I think our stuff's really come a long way from the beginning of this season. We were in a really good place at the end of last year, but through the off season we worked on it, but just to no avail. So we're kind of got a chance to regroup and run a little better now. Yeah,
it seems like every year is a new animal almost. You never know what to expect with these things. They haven't changed. They look like they haven't changed in years, but the technology is so far ahead than it used to be 10 years ago.
It's tough for fans to realize how much the little things matter on these cars. Air pressures to tire compounds to engine, how smooth the engine runs, whether you have the correct engine for this particular race program. Your suspension setup, there's a zillion different holes you can put all these rods and stuff in, and there's just a lot of factors to it, and it's just coming up with the right combination. It's like you could have half of it right and half of it wrong and still not go good, so you got to get it all right. And once you do, it feels good and it's fun, and when you're not, you're pulling your hair out and wondering what the heck's going on.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, I appreciate you taking the time. I know you're super busy. Anyone on the car that you want to thank before we get going?
Absolutely. Adirondack Auto, our Dodge Chrysler Jeep dealer. I want to thank Huddig Nissan, Tony Monaco Landscaping, Marcella's Appliance Center, Precision Hydraulic and Oil, and thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the race.
Awesome. Well, this is Mike Mahaney, driving number 35 modified. Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
It's awesome. Appreciate it.